explain about the definition of prosa, and there are 5 definitions from the expert about the prosa. The first is prose. Prose is fiction and artistic work that has a personal narrative, a hero to identify with, fictional invention, style and suspense. In short, anything that might be handled with the rather personal ventures of creativity from the Cormedo. And the second is prose is ordinary language that follows regular grammatical convention and does not contain a formal metrical structure. The definition of prose is an example of prose writing as is a most human conversation that books, lectures, novels, short stories, fairy tales, newspaper articles, and essays. From Malida says, all that is not prose is verse, and all that is not verse is prose. And next is John Seaborg said that prose is word on his and the rain and the nose or battle. It has power to give grief or universally that lends it youthful beauty. And the last from the Jeremy Bentham says, prose is when all the expect the last go on, the end part is when some of them fall short of it. I think it's enough from the explanation of prosa from the expert. Thank you.
Now we're talking about the kinds of prose. So actually there are many kinds of prose, but now I will tell you only 5 kinds of prose. The first is fable. What is fable? Fable is like a story about animal life that their behavior or they act like a human life. So their structure of fable, the first is orientation, second is complication, third is resolution, and then the last is coda. And then the example of fable is like the story about crocodile, and then story about a rabbit, or story about the cat and the mouse. Okay, the next is article. Article is like a complete factual essay with certain length and published in order to convey a fact, education, and then to entertain the readers. And then the example of article like education article or healthy article, something like that. And then the third is short story. Short story is like a literary work that tells the ins and the outs of someone's life. So the structure of short story, the first is abstract, second is orientation, third is complication, fourth is evaluation, fifth is resolution, and then coda. The example of short story is like, for example, my family short story. And then the fourth is novel. Novel is a prose that work is not too long and then not too short. Prose is have two unsur. First is intrinsic. There are theme, setting, characterization, plot, and then point of view. The second is extrinsic. Extrinsic is like a background of the story. And then the example of novel like Harry Potter novel. The last is about biography. Biography is a detailed description about a person's life, person educate or person background of education, and then what the achievement of that person, and then this person has been died. You have to know that biography is non-fiction text, so it's text written by someone else. There are two functions of biography. The first is to know a person's life or story, and then to give many information and then educate the readers, also give motivation for the readers. The example of biography is like a biography, for example, about Nelson Mandela, or something like what else? Yeah, something like, or a biography, something like Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan. Okay, that's all about kinds of prose.
Five definitions about drama. And the first definition, drama is a mode of fictional representation through dialogue and performance. And the second definition of drama, drama is a story or situation which usually presents some sort of conflict. And the third definition of drama, drama is also type of a play written for theater, television, radio, and film. And the fourth definition of drama, drama is an exciting, emotional, or unexpected series of events or set of circumstances. And the last definition of drama is the portrayal of fictional or non-fictional events. Thank you.
I classify into two parts, for the students and for the teachers. The first, for the students. For the students, the purpose prose and drama is make a good interaction in the class. And then the second, make the students more creative in the English learning process. And then the third is develop healthy emotion in the students. The fourth is to eliminate nervous, tension, fear, and etc. The five, develop appreciation and attitude. Students' attitude. And then the last is make the students more respect for the others students' opinions. And then the second part is for the teacher. For the teacher, the purpose prose and drama in English learning process. The first is help the teacher to create a new variation in the learning process. And then the second is make or help the teacher to know the student's condition. The third is to know the student's situations. And the fourth is help the teacher to make learning process is not boring. And then the last is help the teacher to use the right method in English learning process. Okay, that's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
What about you?
I'm pretty good. So, are you ready for study today?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's start with basmalah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Well, who doesn't come today?
Afdal, ma'am.
Why?
He's sick.
Okay, I will write then. Okay, before I tell you the material that we're gonna learn today, whoever introduce yourself to new people,
Me, ma'am.
what are you saying to them?
Like this. My name,
Okay,
my
good.
hobby,
Okay,
and then my address.
very good. Another?
Me, ma'am.
Okay. what else?
Like this, my hobby,
Okay.
my favorite color, my
Yes.
favorite food.
You are very great, girl. So, that's the way you introduce yourself to your friends. So, for today we learn about how to introduce yourself to new people that you meet with them. Introduce yourself means that you tell to another or you tell to new people about yourself. So I will tell you the example, yeah. For example, hi, my name is Malida Ibrahim. I was born on March and blah blah blah. Then I live in Makassar in Alauddin Street, and then my hobby is reading a book. My favorite color is red, or my favorite food is fried rice, or my favorite drink is coffee, something like that. So it's like you tell your identity to new people.
Yes,
You understand
ma'am.
about it?
Yes, ma'am.
So could you tell me again about what I explained to you? Tell me again. From you explain your name until the last.
Oh, like if I want to introduce myself to the
Yeah,
other.
that's right.
Like-
How you?
Like my name is Andriana.
Okay,
I'm
great.
from Takalar. I was born 97 October,
Okay.
and my favorite color is gray.
Okay, very excellent. That's good. If it's mean that you understand about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we don't have enough time, so for next meeting, I decide you in pairs, and then you will introduce yourself with your friends.
Yes, ma'am.
You will practice your assignment with your pairs. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention, and then Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Have a nice day.
Yes, ma'am.